Okay, here I am, Janet, the plant-powered peddler, and today, do I have something for you? It's a stuffed cornbread thing, and Connie made it with Connie DeCramer, and it's cornbread stuffed with veggies, and I thought I gotta make this. So let's see how we do here. I've got everything pretty much prepped. So I just need to throw it together, stick it in the oven, and we'll see what it makes. And yesterday I made Chef AJ's, she calls it acorn squash, and she stuffs it with a rice stuffing, and it was so good. I had a kabocha squash, and the rice stuffing, she uses, I think it's black rice, or is it? No, it's wild rice, but I only had black rice. I'll get wild rice Wednesday, but it wasn't going to come till Wednesday. So I went ahead and made it with the black rice, and oh man, it was so good. So I'll make that next week because it's worth having, definitely. Okay, so I gotta preheat the oven, get that going so that it'll be ready when we go to put it in. And let's see, let's get this other camera going. It would be great if the little stand did a bend forward so that I could go up and then have it look down into the food. If anybody has any ideas, like, wouldn't that be great? I could do that.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could do it somehow. I need something to hold it up. Well, probably anything I use, it'll come crashing down, but we can try it here. Okay, so I've got some flax soaking in milk. And I've got some chopped up vegetables. And I got my cornmeal. And then you just take chickpeas and grind them and make your own chickpea flour. Or ground chickpeas. I don't know if it would be officially called a flour since we don't eat flour. And then I've got some baking powder, and I've got frozen corn. And I made some date paste. So let me grab that. And so yesterday I did taxes. Oh my gosh, that is such a wonderful feeling to be done with taxes.
Right.
Oh.
What did you say you did, Janet?
Taxes.
Oh, taxes.
Yes. So I need a 1/4 cup of date paste and a 1/4 cup of applesauce.
What are you making, Janet?
I am making a veggie stuffed cornbread.
Oh, wow. Sounds good.
Yes. Bill and Connie made it on their, I meet with them at 10 o'clock on Saturdays. And they're the two that got me to buy the bundle. I mean, they didn't, but just listening to them, I thought that's worth the bundle to me. And like one of the things she helped me with is my inability to sleep at night. And she says, try repeating something like a mantra to disengage your brain. Because, the brain just the mind goes on and on and on. And so I started to just focus on sleep and just, every in-breath sleep and every out-breath sleep. And it's nighttime, it's time for sleep. And I have been sleeping through every night. It's just a miracle.
Yeah.
If only I could stop overeating as easily as I can help myself to get back to sleep now. But that one's more challenging. I guess I'm gonna need a lot of practice with that one. Because I just don't want to stop. My plate's not empty. I'm a member of the Clean Plate Club. All right, so in a large bowl. Okay. This is the first I've made this. I'm gonna combine the chickpea flour, cornmeal, and the baking. I've got sodium-free. Which one is this? The baking powder here. A whole tablespoon, wow. Okay, I'm gonna stir that up. Supposed to be warm today. It's supposed to be in the 60s, but I'm still cold. I was
That's how
got
it
real,
is here in Colorado. It's supposed to be feeling good in the 60, and I'm always still freezing.
we don't have any fat on us, Lisa.
I'm okay with it.
Me too. Okay, so I'm stirring in the corn. And then I'm gonna stir in these chopped veggies, and I just grabbed some of my mixed chopped veggies from the refrigerator and chopped them up. And it doesn't say whether they're cooked or raw. So I've got mostly cooked. I added a little bit of raw red pepper. But it'd be interesting to see what happens. Okay, now I'm gonna pour in the almond milk. Mix this a little bit better. All right. We'll pour in the almond milk. Oops. Lost my camera, but I can grab it back here. Hopefully I haven't broken my phone.
Oh my gosh, she's got.
It's not very secure here. All right, I gotta add in everything here. So I'm gonna add in also the date paste. Where's my camera? So it's it's right there. Date paste and applesauce. Which phone is it? The phone, which camera is supposed to be the better one? Do you know what I mean? The camera that shows the selfie or the camera where it points out away from the pic of it? Well, this looks good though. Maybe I can show you down from here.
Say, hey, Janet, this is
Yeah.
Kathy. I'm
Okay.
really sorry, I just had a 90-minute massage, so I'm,
Ooh,
yeah, quite.
Oh
happy,
my
but
gosh.
what are you making?
are you comatose?
I'm massage drunk.
I'm making a veggie stuffed cornbread.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So it's cornmeal and ground up chickpeas and a couple cups of mixed vegetables, just all chopped up, and corn, frozen corn. And then you add some date paste and applesauce, and that really gets it, pourable, not pourable, but that really, it looks great.
Right, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, 4 o'clock. So let me, how do I dismiss there? That's my cue to turn my temperature up in the hot tub so that it'll be ready for us tonight. But I already did it. So hot tubs go up to 104, but 100 is fine for Stephen and I. So that's what we do. And oh boy, is that ever heaven. That's another thing that helps me sleep is, getting so nice and warm before I go to bed. Does anybody else do hot tub?
No.
So tomorrow starts the Clean 15 challenge. I am thinking of doing, one of my gals wanted to do raw until 4. And so I said, okay, I'll do it with you. You know, I'm game for anything. So I'm doing raw until 4. And then today she said she can't do it, that she's got to eat something more substantial. I said, okay, but I'm enjoying it. So I'm going to keep on doing it. And I thought, well, I'll do Liz's 21 live lunches. And so that's my plan, is to download that. So right now, my huge focus is getting the garden in. Once I get the garden in, we'll do a fast because we haven't done one for March yet. And then on my fasting day, when I can't do anything because I got to rest, I'll go ahead and look up the live lunch thing, and then go to the store and get what I need, and maybe do some of her live lunches, which I'm sure is going to be the wraps will be some of them, and I want to make all the rest of the wraps, so that'll be a great reason to do more wraps. So is anybody else interested?
Yeah, I like to hear more about it.
Okay.
A lot of my food is raw, so I'm always game for that because I'm lazy.
Yeah, well, you know, we got the bundle, so I figure might as well start doing some things from the bundle. She's getting a whole bunch more interesting looking stuff for May, for her May raw bundle. So darn it. That girl, she's so creative. She's always coming up with stuff.
That's creative. You know, I brought the bundle for her wraps.
Yeah,
I mean, and you know, you have that one thing, and it's like
gotta have it.
this is it, and that her wraps because I don't. Oh my gosh,
I'm with you. I already have the wraps book, but Bonnie or Bill and Connie and Bill really affected me. They brought me to next level with what, you know, things that I'm working with. They're coaches,
ah.
and she just has a great way of looking at something differently, which is, you know.
I love that you stay active in it. I think that that's one of the things that's so important.
Oh, yeah.
Because when you like if you have a 21 day or something
Mhm.
and it's over, if you don't stay active in something, you just go back to
Yep.
the way you were.
Don't
like
I know it? That's why it's so important to me to stay involved.
it is, it really is.
Keep on learning.
Keep on learning.
That's right. All right. So,
Janet, are you
Yeah.
concerned about the calorie density of this dish at all?
well, again, you know, I'm only eating one cooked meal a day, and I will. So, I mean, this is a more calorie dense thing, and so I will have lots and lots of low calorie density along with it, and just you know, a little bit of this. And Stephen is more who I'm thinking of, and you know, he'll love this, and he needs more calorie than I do. So yeah, you know, I mean, I'm on maintenance, and so I'm a little bit freer with stuff, and we'll see. And we'll see how I do with, you know, this is the closest thing to flour that I've had. And if that messes with my head, then
That's why I was asking, because I know that you try to do no flour, so I was curious. Sounds good.
you know, the Dalai Lama says know your rules well, so that when you break them, you're aware of what you're doing.
Yeah, some of us are still just learning the rules. We're still figuring it out.
Yeah, well, so am
You
I.
guys see 2 Instapots there?
Oh, there's 3. There's a 2 here and then another one in the back room. So I got a 3-quart, a 6-quart, and an 8-quart. And I'd like a 10-quart too.
Well,
I-
I'm glad you don't live. I don't live near you. 'Cause I gotta come over your house to see what you got over there.
I got this air flat fryer, and then I've got the Rebel air
It
fryer.
looks like you got a Namatu juicer.
Got an M2, got the Vitamix blender.
You have
Got,
an ice cream, Ninja ice cream thing too.
I've got the Ninja ice
Good Lord,
cream.
girl. Okay.
I've got
Sorry,
the-
people. My kitchen does not look like that.
Well, but I've been doing this for 4 years. I got the
Okay,
NutriBullet.
girl.
I got the NutriBullet. I got the food processor. I mean, gradually, and I'm a recipe chaser, so I like making all these different things, and I want the tools that I can do it with. So
Well, you got one person in your group who is not a recipe chaser, so I'll just be watching you.
yeah, well, I think most of us try to keep things simple, and most of my day is simple, but there are some things that I like to keep on
I
exploring.
like that though. I like that though. It might inspire me. I'm sorry, peeps. If it's more than 5 ingredients in 5 minutes, I'm out. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But look at how fast that stuffed cornbread was. I mean, and
I'm with you.
the stuffed
Okay.
rice was so simple too. So I definitely want to show you all that. So were you gonna say something, Tracy Lynn?
Sorry, no, sorry about that.
Okay, well, another thing I want to do is make another wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't get that together enough to be able to make it tonight. So so really that's oh, and another thing I needed to do was another salad, but I had to make it already because that's what I ate for breakfast and lunch. So the gal that helped me with my taxes brought me a bag full of kale from her garden because everything was going to start going to seed. So she just brought me all this stalks of kale and Brussels sprout leftovers, like the greens of the Brussels sprouts, which are delicious. And so I stripped them all last night and then stuck them in bags. And I took one of the bags this morning and washed it and then put it on a towel for it to dry. And I mixed that with cabbage and carrot and beet and seems like there was one other thing I put in there. And then I have the cucumber and the pepper, the red pepper in a separate bowl because I don't want to mix it with the salad because it's too wet and it'll spoil sooner. So I batch prepped the salad. So that was good.
How do you like just eating once a day?
Well, I just eat one cooked meal a day. So in the morning I still do my salad. I start out with my lemon or lime water and then I have my celery juice. And then when I'm hungry, I eat a salad with fruit and my heavy metal detox. I make a blender of heavy metal detox and I split it into 3 containers. And then I do half of it with some more fruit in it with my salad. And then I keep the other half to have if I get hungry through the morning, which today I did probably because I was working out in the garden.
Mhm.
And so I actually ate the other half at lunch with another salad. And I just love raw vegetables. So I don't mind eating that at all. And like I say, I'll make some wraps and that way I'll have a hand salad. And it's so interesting because yesterday I made that stuffed kabocha squash and I thought, what am I gonna do if everybody wants to eat before 4 o'clock? But it was 5 o'clock before Carol was done with my taxes and my sister's taxes. So it worked out perfect. So I just sat down and ate half of the kabocha squash with the rice stuffing in it. It was so good. So when I went from totally raw to just raw till 4, I guess you could say, my first 2 meals, I was going to keep the whole first part of the day raw and then just eat a cooked meal at night, like Kiki. I didn't want to do it. When I had been raw for, what was it? What did I do? 3 months, 6 months? It was quite a while, most of the summer, with Jennifer. And when I started eating cooked, I went cooked at every meal. I mean, it had been a while since I'd had cooked, as opposed to now I've been eating cooked. And so going raw, I'm really enjoying going raw. So, but I like having that cooked meal at night now. So I thought, well, I'm going to do that for a while. And that's why I thought I'll do the 21-day live lunch because I'll see what Lissa's got for lunches. And of course, there's also the one where Lissa does the raw and Chef AJ does the cook. That's in the bundle too. So that would be fun if there was one of us that wanted to do the cook version and I could do the raw version. Maybe I'll do one week and the other one the next week. But when I get to that, but there's always stuff to explore.
Mhm.
So I'll probably be mostly raw all summer because it's warm enough for me to try that kind of thing.
Yeah,
So,
I'd be interested in that with you.
so I'm gonna do raw till 4 until I get through the live lunch 21 days, and then I'll see. Because the other thing that's coming up is the touring. I'll be bicycle touring, and so I'll have to see how easy it is to stay raw on bike tour, or if I might need more calories, and I might need to go, once a day cooked with that, or I'm just gonna have to see. But when I'm home, I would like to do her 2 months of raw definitely, because I've done her raw menus before, and it's very enjoyable.
Mhm.
She does salads, chilies, dehydrated, stuffed
You
mushrooms.
need a dehydrator to go fully raw though, don't you? You can't
I
do
would
it
say yes.
without,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because otherwise you're just eating salads, and with the dehydrator,
Yeah.
it really brings you up to a next level where you can.
And I mean, they run around $700, don't they?
Let's see.
I think it depends on what size you get.
True. You can get cheaper ones. You can get round ones that are, $30, but actually I'm not sure about that. We got a kosori first, but in order to make the wraps, you need this. Well, I don't know if you could do it on a round one. Maybe you could, but I got the Excalibur.
Yeah,
that was
Excalibur, they get small ones. They have small ones.
Yeah, and you just have to make sure that you get a lipped tray the size of the small one because the wrap will run over if you don't have a lipped.
Oh, God.
So it's an investment, but there's 34 wraps and she just came up with another one. So she hasn't even stopped in the different wraps that she's inventing. So, and they're so good, but they are more calorie dense also. So, I mean, I wouldn't do them if I'm in a weight loss mode, but since I'm already there, I will experiment and see if I can do it. Today I was at 114. I was actually at 116 a couple days ago. And the weight before that was 113. So, definitely since I saw, 116, that was after the first day that I was raw all day and then had one cooked meal. And I really ate a lot on the cooked meal because I was trying to get rid of stuff, which is a terribly stupid reason to eat things. Because I was, trying to get things set up for me to do this. And, that's silly. It's silly to throw it away down me rather than put it in compost. And so then the next morning I was almost 2 pounds up and it was just, food in my belly, in my intestines. So I got rid of that. So
I don't
You
like,
every day?
no, I have lately because, when I see that it went up over 113, I'm like, uh-oh, part of experimentation is you might go up in weight. And so now I'm keeping an eye on it to make sure it doesn't go any further. And I'm really watching my calorie density, and it's really helpful in that, I'm more open to stopping eating when I'm no longer hungry. Which is something I really have a challenge with because I'm so member of the Clean Plate Club. I mean, that is, man, it's just cellular. And, I definitely try to take smaller portions because I figure, okay, well, if you remember the Clean Plate Club, take a smaller portion. And so, I mean, I just have to keep on working this every day, every meal. And I just realized that just means there's lots and lots of opportunity to experiment and listen and pay attention to what the body is saying as opposed to the mind saying, have more, have more, have more. You can never have enough. So it's kind of interesting. I mean, we're lucky in that sense that we have something that can so clearly tell us what's going on if we're willing to pay attention.
Mhm.
Can't go on automatic, that's for sure. So this is supposed to be in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. So it's at 14 minutes now, and so that I can roll my cart. Looks like we still need to give it some time here. It's browning though.
So what kind of veggies did you put in that?
Brussels sprouts, broccoli, carrot, red pepper,
Oh, it's like
cauliflower.
cornbread baked stew.
Yeah, it's a veggie stuffed cornbread.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Doesn't that?
Not bad.
That was amazing.
Oh, it's delicious.
I'll have to chop this up and see here. Wow.
How do you like that silicone pan?
It's so far so good. I just got them.
Okay.
What size are they? So I can put some in my Amazon basket.
It's an 8x8.
Okay.
This is really feels moist. Yeah, see, it'll come right out of this pan. Like that.
Great.
That looks very moist. Ooh, and it's after 4 o'clock, so I could taste it. Right,
I'll take a bite.
you know. Yeah, it is.
No.
Mmm. Boy, that is good.